The 30th anniversary celebrations have begun. Universal Pictures announced all the ways in which you can celebrate Jurassic Park's 30th birthday this year, with celebrations throughout the month of June, as well as Jurassic Park tie-ins, products, and celebrations all year round. The announcement and press release was joined by a fantastic new video filmed at the Orlando park, showing us a never-before-seen InGen employee orientation video. Also announced, and as you'd expect, Jurassic Park is returning to theaters. There is a lot to celebrate this year, so without further ado, let's jump in. Celebrate 30 years of those iconic gates with all new Jurassic Park content, merchandise, and events for fans 65 million years in the making. From new broadcast and digital content to exclusive products, events, home entertainment releases, and much more, fans can celebrate the awe-inspiring film during Jurassic June and beyond. Universal and Amblin Entertainment are reopening the park gates for fans, old and new, to honor 30 years of the groundbreaking blockbuster adventure, Jurassic Park. Now, the press release is split into 4 main sections. The first, new content for generations of fans to enjoy. Now, if you're like me, you already own a number of copies of the movie and never struggle to find a way to watch it. However, if you're one of the subscribers to Peacock, the first 4 movies will be joining the streaming platform on June 1st, which likely means they'll be leaving Netflix and any other streamer at that time. It's unclear why Fallen Kingdom and Dominion aren't headed to Peacock, but we think they'll be there soon enough. Corresponding with the Peacock debut, the press release states that theatrical re-releases are planned for later this year. While we're reading this as suggesting that the first 4 movies will be returning to theaters, at this point we know for certain the first Jurassic Park is definitely returning. But we've got our bets on at least the first trilogy returning to cinemas, and maybe even Jurassic World 2. Universal Home Entertainment will be releasing limited commemorative editions of the film in 4K, with more details to follow. We're once again not anticipating any form of extended cut or deleted scenes making it to this new release, but since this is the 30th anniversary, we're hoping that Spielberg may have gone back into the archives to provide something new. Remember when DVD releases used to be exciting? Jurassic Park's HD releases have had their fair share of issues with color grading, so perhaps the 30th anniversary is the perfect opportunity to fix that and restore the film's color to as close as it was shown in theaters back in '93. And it states that the Jurassic World and Jurassic World Kids YouTube channels will be flooded with new content to celebrate Jurassic Park, including behind-the-scenes making-of videos featuring the cast and crew. We think these videos will feature Ariana Richards and Joseph Mazzello, aka Lex and Tim. Recently, both actors shared via Instagram that they had been filming content for Jurassic's 30th. The next category, exciting activations celebrating the classic film, will be taking place all year long. So we've got 30th anniversary fan celebrations across Europe. The Natural History Museum in London is already deep in their celebrations with their pop-up store, featuring Blue because obviously she was in the first Jurassic Park. The Jurassic World exhibition moves to New Zealand in June and then to Brisbane in December. A second exhibition will launch in Sweden in June. Australia will weirdly celebrate with Jurassic Park themed high tea, and for the first time in China, all 6 films will be available to watch at the Shanghai International Film Festival in June. Something tells me The Lost World is going to be an overcrowded screening. The Supernova Comic Con in Melbourne, Australia just took place, and our very own Jaden was on the ground there, witnessing the augmented T-Rex and Jurassic gates. Chris from Jurassic Outpost also made an appearance there. Similar setups will join other cons across the globe: San Diego Comic Con in July, London in November, and Brazil's CCXP at the end of November. The Jurassic Park gates are going global. There are additional events mentioned too, many of which are already taking place and will continue throughout the year. The exhibition and the live tour are now on tour in North America, and you can see Jurassic Park live in concert with a live orchestra in select cities around the world. I've been lucky enough to watch the movie with a live orchestra twice at the Royal Albert Hall, so if one comes to your city, I would not hesitate. What else have we got? The Universal theme parks will of course be celebrating the anniversary, with many retail pop-ups and additions making their way to the Beijing Resort, the Orlando Park, and the Hollywood Park. Longtime Jurassic partner LEGO will finally debut the Jurassic Park Visitors Center, which is actually available for pre-order now on Amazon. If you caught this year's debut episode of Beyond the Gates, then you would have seen the all-new line from Mattel, the 93 Classic Collection, featuring 4 new items in the style of vintage Kenner toys, and 15 different SKUs will join Mattel's general Jurassic line later this year, likely the Hammond Collection, along with 2 new plush toys that have a quote-unquote 1993 feel. Captives also launched their own Jurassic Park 30th line earlier this year and have even more coming. Fans have already been gobbling up these eggs, in no small part to the likeness the dinosaurs have to their on-screen counterparts, not to mention the fantastic collectible art cards that come with each card. These are not to be missed. Hunt for eggs at Walmart in the USA. There is a lot of merchandise and tie-in products coming, including Tamagotchis, Funko Pops, and even Tubbs Ducks. The list goes on and even includes partners like Dr. Squatch Jurassic themed soap, Dumb Good Jurassic clothing, and honestly there is just so much more here. Make sure you check out the press release, which we have linked in the video description, as many of the tie-in products already link to their corresponding websites. So we're on to the next category now, retail activations around the world. This category begins with Jurassic World Beyond the Gates, which launched earlier this year with its 3rd season and an all-new 93 Classic inspired visual look. New collectibles debut every month on the show, with interviews with Mattel designers, and this year we have some very special guests joining us. Jurassic World Revealed also returns this year to the Australian and New Zealand audiences, launching at Big W and helping Australian Jurassic Park fans pre-order and find new collectibles. If you haven't already, go watch Jurassic Park 3's Velociraptor animator Glenn McIntosh talk the Highland Velociraptor. Amazon, Smiths, and a handful of other companies will also join in the Jurassic celebrations. And we're on to the final category, this one including a couple of best till last reveals. Games and digital collectibles are getting into the action too. Jurassic World Alive, the location-based AR game, will feature new Jurassic Park themed gameplay. Frontier Developments are bringing new DLC and content to Jurassic World Evolution 2. VV will celebrate Jurassic's 30th by dropping unique digital collectibles on their marketplace, and the big one, Limited Run Games are releasing the Jurassic Park 30th Anniversary Retro Collection, which includes various versions of the classic and beloved Jurassic Park and Jurassic Park 2 The Chaos Continues video games. There will also be exclusive merchandise inspired by both the titles joining the game's release. Many fans have struggled to find and play these older games in recent years, so this announcement is definitely a welcomed one. Best news of all, they're adding a save feature. And that, so far, are the official celebrations for Jurassic Park this year. There is still time for further announcements, and of course, the press release is filled with more information to come, but we're noticing a lack of actual fan events, something akin to the 25th anniversary celebration panel that was held at Universal's Hollywood Park back in 2018. There are some very exciting things coming this year, and seeing the Jurassic Park logo, the graphics, and the related tie-in artwork almost everywhere is nothing but exciting. I personally am so excited to rewatch Jurassic in theaters and to play those retro games. I'm really hoping that Universal brings The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3 back to cinemas too. A while ago now, I was very lucky to catch a 35mm screening of The Lost World, but Jurassic Park 3 has not returned to theaters since its debut in 2001. I think seeing that movie again in a cinema would be a whole new experience. However, I can't help but notice that almost everything on this press release, every way in which you can celebrate Jurassic's 30th this year, is by spending money. And yes, of course, you're gonna have to spend money if you wanna go to the cinema. You have to spend money if you wanna buy a game, if you wanna buy a Blu-ray, but other than looking forward to the chance to buy something, what is there to actually look forward to? Now don't get me wrong, This year is going to be incredibly exciting for many, many reasons, but we can't help but think a gathering of fans at the parks in the month of June would just be a huge success, and something that a lot of people in this community would love the opportunity to do. Events haven't been that frequent for Jurassic, and there certainly has been some great ones. The 2015 event in Philly, the 25th anniversary celebrations, and the Generation Jurassic event, along with a handful of others. We think a 30th anniversary celebration event is kind of a no-brainer, but there is a lot already going on, so it remains to be seen if that will be announced. Either way, this is the year of Jurassic Park, and Universal are making sure the brand is everywhere. All eyes are on June to see if the celebration expands and adds some headliners. We wonder if the Camp Cretaceous follow-up series might get its first teaser in June. The series is rumored to debut next year, so a tease this year to tie in with the 30th anniversary of where it all began might just make sense. Likewise, if the rumors are true and a AAA Jurassic Park video game is actually in development, June could be the perfect time to announce it. We think it's too soon to announce a future movie, however, we'd love to hear some progress on maybe what's happening. Yesterday's Lost InGen video really does show the potential of a Jurassic Park era movie or TV series. How are you hoping to celebrate this year? What did you make of the press release? And which announcement makes you the most excited? Share your thoughts with us down below in the comments.